Okay, the next part of the Haggadah that we're going to learn is Baruch HaMakom Baruch Hu. There's a little song that goes like this: Baruch HaMakom Baruch Hu, Baruch Shenatan Torah, Shenatan Torah Li'amo Yisrael, Baruch Hu. And what does that mean? Baruch HaMakom means blessed is Hashem. Wait a minute, you're probably thinking that Makom means place. Why is one of the ways to talk about Hashem? We call Hashem Ado, right? Or Elohim, or Hashem. What are one of the ways to talk about Hashem is Makom, place. Why do we call Hashem the place? Because Hashem is the place of the world. Hashem is the one that created the place for the world, and Hashem is every place. That's an interesting thing to think about, right? Hashem is everywhere. Hashem is here, Hashem is there, Hashem is truly everywhere. Up, up, down, down, right, left, all around. Here, there, everywhere. That's where he can be found. Okay, back to the topic. Baruch Shenatan Torah L'Amo Yisrael. Blessed is the one who gave the Torah to his nation, Yisrael. Baruch Hu, blessed is he. Now, if you notice, it says the word Baruch 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keneged Arba Banim Dibra Torah. The Torah speaks about 4 sons. Echad Chacham. One of them is wise. Ve'echad Rasha. One of them is wicked. Ve'echad Tam. One of them is simple. Ve'echad She'ino Yodea Lishol. One of them doesn't even know how to ask anything. Now, boys and girls, what is going on with the 4 sons? I will explain to you on the next page. Turn your page in the Haggadah to here, and it says, Chacham Mahu Omer. What does the Chacham say? So what's going on over here, boys and girls, is the Haggadah is teaching us from the Torah how we should teach our children about the story of going out of Mitzrayim. If you are looking in the Torah, you will find 4 Pesukim. You see that these letters are Torah letters, right? It has the little crowns over there. There are 4 Pesukim, 4 verses throughout the whole Torah that speak about telling your children about the story of Pesach. Each place the Torah speaks about it, the Torah uses a different wording, different words. And our rabbis say, you should pay close attention to the Torah because every single detail, every choice of words teaches you a special thing. And why does the Torah speak about teaching your sons 4 times? Because the Torah is teaching you that there could be 4 types of children that you may have to teach. There could be, the first one is a Chacham. And the Torah is telling you how to speak to the Chacham. So we're going to learn how to speak to each of our children and get everyone involved in the story of Yetziat Mitzrayim. The most important thing, I think, boys and girls, for us to realize here is the Torah is trying to tell us that every single Jew, whether he's very wise or he doesn't even know how to ask any questions, we have to try to teach them the story of Pesach so that he will or she will be excited about what Hashem did for us and feel part of the Jewish people. So let's look at the Chacham. Chacham Mahu Omer. What does the wise son say? Right? The Torah says, if your son will ask you, Ma ha'edot, what are the mitzvot called edot that remember special events? V'hachukim, and the laws, the decrees, v'hamishpatim, and the laws, asher tziva Hashem Elokeinu etchem, that Hashem, our God, commanded you. Basically, in simple English, I want to learn and know more. The Chacham asks for 3 types of mitzvot: edot, chukim, and mishpatim. These are the 3 types of mitzvot. Edot are mitzvot that we do to remember things, like eating matzah on Pesach. We remember going out of Mitzrayim, or shaking the lulav on Sukkot, right? Remembers how Hashem protected us in Sukkot, in with the clouds, the desert. V'achukim are laws that we don't understand, like don't eat milk and meat together. We don't understand why, but Hashem commanded us those. Vamishpatim, and the laws that we do understand, like don't steal or don't kill anyone. So the Chacham says, I want to know everything. Tell me the Eidot, tell me the mitzvot that we do to remember things, tell me the Chokim, mitzvot that Hashem says that we don't understand why, because Hashem is a lot smarter than us, and some things we don't understand Hashem. Vamishpatim, and the laws that we do understand. I want to know everything. So the Haggadah says, you, the parent, should tell him the laws of the Pesach, of the Pesach offering. Ein maftirin achar Pesach afikoman. We teach him from the beginning of the laws until the end. The afikoman is the last thing that you eat at the Seder, that you're not allowed to eat anything after the Korban Pesach. Okay, so you teach him from beginning to the end. Okay, so that is the wise son. And we put him first because, right, I guess it's the best to be wise and to want to ask a lot of questions and to learn. That's the best thing, right? But now we're going to see the next type of son. Oh, Rasha, the wicked son. Mahu Omer. What does he say? Now, why does the wicked son come after the wise son, right? Maybe the wicked son should come last because he's wicked. Actually, the wicked son, maybe he's also pretty smart, but he's using his smarts in the wrong way. So we put him next to the wise son so that the wise son should influence him and teach him Torah. So maybe he's going to do teshuvah and become better. So what does the wicked son say? Ma avodah hazot lachem. What is this service to you? What are you guys doing, basically? He's like saying, it's not for me. What's it to you? What are you guys doing with this Pesach stuff with matzah? So the Haggadah says, you pay attention to his words, because he says, lachem, to you, velo lo, and not to him. Because he excludes himself. He says, I'm not part of it. Kafar be'ikar, he's denying Hashem, who is the reason why we do these things. And you should blunt his teeth in fancy English, or literally what that really actually means, if you translate the words, is you should hit his teeth. Oh my gosh. The Emorlo, and you should say to him, now it doesn't mean it's an expression, it's like he ran so fast like a fast deer. It doesn't mean you ran so fast like a fast deer. It's like an expression, like he was running so fast it looked like a fast deer. So it's an exaggerated expression. It doesn't mean you should hit him in his teeth, right? It means you should give him an answer that's like a sharp answer. Like if he's talking in a rude way, you should answer him back in a rude way. What should you tell him? Hashem did all of these things for me when we were in Egypt. Leave lo for me, but not for you, Mr. Rasha. Ilu hayasham lo haya nigal. If you were there, you would not have been redeemed. There were some Jews who did not leave Mitzrayim. They didn't believe in Moshe, and they passed away before the Jews left Mitzrayim. During the plague of darkness, Hashem caused them to pass away because they didn't deserve to go out, because they didn't believe that Hashem and Moshe would take them out. So they didn't leave. We tell the Rasha, hey, with your attitude, maybe if you were in Egypt, you would have had to stay there. Now, what type of way is this to speak, right? Is it right to give somebody back a rude response like that? If he's rude, we have to be rude to him. So I'll tell you a couple things to understand what's going on here. Sometimes somebody doesn't realize, right, what they're saying. So you have to show him. He's saying, what is this to you? Say, hey, you're saying to you? You mean you're not included? Do you mean to say that if you would not have been one of the Jews who left Egypt, and maybe the Rasha will realize, oh, wait a minute, I do want to be a Jew. I do want to be part of the Jewish people, right? So that's one answer, what we're trying to tell him. Now, another nice thing with gematria, I love this one. It's a little bit above a first grade level, but it's fun. So I'm just gonna show it to you, because some of you guys, I know my first graders like gematria. Okay, So there's two words, tzaddik. Okay, I'm going to put tzaddik over there. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Hold on. Tzaddik. Okay, so we have tzaddik. And then we have, let's make another one. Tzaddik. Let's go Rasha. Okay. Let's make Rasha a little bigger there so you could see. Okay. And then the Haggadah says you should hit him in his teeth. Right? Shinav, his teeth. So let's make Shinav also a little bigger. Okay, I got this to work over here. Okay, now if you take the gematria of Rasha, Reish is 200, right? Plus you gotta do Shin is 300, plus Ayin is 70, right? Equals, what do you have? You have 570. Okay, so 570, and then if you take Shinav, you take the gematria of his teeth. Shin is 300, plus Nun is 50, plus Yud is 10, plus Vav is 6, okay, equals 366. Okay, let's make it a little wider over there, 366. So if you do 570 minus 366, what do you get? So let's do the math. Let's do 570 minus 366, right? So we have to borrow from the 7 there. We have 4. 6 minus 6 is 0. 5 minus 3 is 2. We're left with 204. What is the gematria of tzaddik? Tzaddik is 90, plus Dalet is 4, plus Yud is 10, plus Kuf is 100. 100 plus 90 is 190, plus 10 is 200, plus 4 equals 204. So you see, boys and girls, the Haggadah is not telling us that we have to punch the Rasha in his teeth. It's telling us that we have to give him, help him and turn him into a tzaddik. Take the Rasha, take away those teeth, take away that sharpness to him, and turn him into a tzaddik. Okay, that may have been a little bit above a first grade level, but if you like gematria, I'm sure you could share that with your families. They'll love that. Tam, the simple son, Mahu Omer, what does he say? So if you look in the Torah, it says if your son will ask you, Mazot, what's this? What's going on? A 2-word answer. That's why we call him the simple son. Right? The other sons talked a lot, the Rasha and the Chacham. This guy just says, Mazot, what's this? So, V'amarta love, you should tell him a short answer. Bechozek yad, hotzianu Hashem miMitzrayim mibeit avadim. With a strong hand, God took us out of Egypt from the house of slavery. Give him a simple answer that he could understand. V'she'eino yodea lish'ol, the son who does not know how to ask. The Torah doesn't say anything for him, so we know that he doesn't know how to ask. Here the Torah says, V'higadata levincha, you should tell your son. Your son doesn't ask you, you have to start. At psach lo, you should start the conversation for him. Shenemar, like it says, Bavur bayomahu, on that day. Leimor, say, Bavur za'asa Hashem li b'tzeiti Mitzrayim. Because of this, Hashem did for me when we left Mitzrayim. What does it say on that day? Because you're supposed to tell him the story on Pesach. So these are the 4 sons that the Torah speaks about. And again, the Haggadah is teaching us that right now, by the Seder time, is a very good time for parents to teach their children about the story and about being a Jew. And you have to tell it to each child according to the way he understands or she understands.